Hi everybody, this is Ann again with Kai Dragon Gardening and Cooking Channel, and I want to talk to you a little bit about transformation, especially if you don't like to mow a lawn. Did you know that butterflies, like the monarch, have that long journey to make, just like the hummingbirds do, and they fly from Canada to Mexico every year? Planting native flowers in your yard not only does add beauty to your yard, but also gives your monarchs something that they can get their nectar on before they make their trip. And the other little butterflies and pollinators love them too. Zinnias are another great flower that you can plant in pots or direct sow into the ground. And what's great about zinnias is you can, once the flowers become like this, you can let them dry and collect the seeds to plant again next year. Or you can also do some winter sowing. A lot of people will do that, and I will talk more about winter sowing in another video. I have several types of flowers that we're going to do winter sowing with. Check out this little butterfly. It's another different species. And we have another different one over here. Get a better shot here for you. And because I like gardening so well, I will be designing some t-shirts to go along with some of the beautiful things in the garden, to give some support to the channel for those of you who are really into gardening. And if you're into watching the birds, like I am, building a nice little bird sanctuary doesn't cost a whole lot of money. And it looks pretty cool actually out in the front yard too. You would be surprised how many people stop by just to view the yard since we've done a transformation. Now, I've got little seats out here in our yard, and I'll pull them for the winter months. But we put those out because when the hummingbirds were moving on through, it gave me a nice place to sit where I could sit and watch the hummingbirds as they were eating the cupia flower and stuff and getting their nectar. Another great flower that you can get that you want to plant for your butterflies, of course, is milkweed. They thrive on that. They need that to lay their eggs, so we can have caterpillars and get more monarchs. And just think, if everybody took a little piece of their lawn and done something like that, how much more we could benefit everyone. Now, share nice. They don't always like to share. Here's another little different butterfly. And maybe she'll open her wings for you. Maybe she won't. Isn't it beautiful? There are so many different types. Oh, yes, there you go. Show off your beauty there. So that way everyone can see you and how beautiful you really are. Some people get the butterflies mixed up, but there is a distinct difference between the monarch and many of these other butterflies that you'll see visiting in this yard. Another thing, some of your birds and your insects do feed off of mosquitoes. And of course, I personally don't like getting bit by mosquitoes, so lemongrass is great. It's wonderful to get rid of some of the mosquitoes. Also makes a great place for the birds to go, so they have a place for shelter when the weather gets a little rough. And finding some of these old antique bird feeders is really, really cool. When you can go to garage sales, flea markets, estate sales, you never know what you're going to find or what you can create on your own. And if you want to grow something indoors, this is just basil. But you can collect these seeds. And if you want to have a kitchen garden going inside, go ahead and put them in the house with your houseplants. That way you have basil year-round. That's another kind of cool thing that you can do. And basil smells so good. So it's another thing you want to keep in mind. Then of course we have little butterfly watering dishes out. And there's a lot of little tiny moths who come around. Agnastaceae is another plant that butterflies and hummingbirds both love. They really do enjoy your mint species. And here is some more milkweed. And it is beautiful. Swamp milkweed is one of the best native milkweed plants that you can plant, and it grows like a weed, and it does very, very well. And of course your different salvias are great to attract different types of pollinators to your garden and your front yard. And don't forget about your bushes. And planting some milkweed and other flowers in with your bushes is also a great idea. Here's another type of butterfly. Oh, come back here so we can get you. Maybe it will land here. Oh, there, it's going to land on the bricks. Nope, it's going back to the milkweed. Hopefully you can see this. Isn't it beautiful? It's very, very tiny. So milkweed serves a purpose for all sorts of butterflies and other types of insects. But your monarchs especially, it is wonderful to have that for them. And as I said, transformation. If you don't like to mow, take part of your yard and turn it into little mini scenes. And get creative with it. People will enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. Change your little focal points. You can change your scenery. You can decorate for the holidays. We have not decorated yet for Halloween. I'm not sure if we're going to, but it's late in the season. Here's some more plants that are just great for your pollinators. Your spider plant, you can collect the seeds, they'll reseed, and so hopefully it'll come back yet next year. Your live forever is another great plant. It doesn't need a lot of care. It doesn't like a lot of water, so it might need a little drier area. And it's really amazing of all these flowers here that died off because it got so wet. Looky here in the middle. We still have a few in bloom. And it's simply amazing. And of course, your Mexican petunias. Those are also wonderful. And I still have a few hummingbird feeders out. I'll be pulling those probably next week. As it starts getting colder, there's still enough flowers here that I have planted that will provide nectar for my pollinators and any other hummingbirds that are moving through the area. And decorating with little bird houses also gives kind of a neat effect. Here's another flower the lantana. It's an annual, but the butterflies really, really do like it. Sometimes you'll see monarchs nesting on it too, or feeding on there. But like I said, transformation, it's a great idea. And you just change things up from month to month or during the different seasons. Give yourself a different look and give yourself something else to enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed the transformation idea and that you think about transformation in your yard and what you can do. There's another little tiny butterfly. There's one up here too. It's all about doing something that you love and making everything comfortable, homey, beautiful, and something that you are proud of. You can't worry about what someone else thinks. You just got to do what you love. Some of these little sunflowers are going to be late getting started, but we'll end with this little monarch right here. Have a wonderful day. And tell all your friends about Kai Dragon Gardening and Cooking Channel. And tell them to like, share, and subscribe. Help us reach that 1,000 subscribers. Sure appreciate all of you.